So we're off on our travels again, and this time to a more remote destination. It's Sierra Nevada up in the mountains of Spain. Now, there are a few simple setups that you need to think about before taking on a destination that's going to have long descents and no spares readily available. So we're going to talk through simple things you can think about doing before actually taking on this sort of journey. The first thing we're going to talk about is tyres. Now, we've opted for like a heavy duty enduro case tyre. You don't want a single ply tyre going to anywhere that's remote or anywhere that's rocky. It's just going to puncture within the first 5 minutes. So we're going to be using the WTB Vigilante up front, and I think we've got a Verdict at the rear, both with the tough high grip case. We think this is a pretty substantial tyre. It's 1.3 kilos at the front, and I think it's 1.15 at the rear, which means there's some actual tyre there. It's not just like a super lightweight tyre. So that's first in the bag. God forbid you do get a puncture. Dyna plugs, plenty of them. And if that doesn't work, in a tube. And we've also got plenty of sealant, because you never know when you're going to need that as well. So that's the first thing we recommend taking as spares. So something I suffered with over in Madeira, the last trip we took, was snapping a spoke going straight through my rim tape. So this time we're not going to be so stupid. We're bringing spare rim tape and spare tubeless valves. So with any alpine riding or any long descents, you're going to want to think about rotor choice. Make sure that doesn't fall on me. So we're running 180mm rotors for UK riding. You don't need the braking that much. I quite like the fact that it's a good feel and it's not too abrupt. But when we go away, these are going to be swapped out for 200mm. So obviously when changing a disc rotor, you're going to need a brake booster kit to make this another 20mm bigger to fit your 200mm rotor from your 180mm. Good job we got some spares. So we'll also be taking 1, 2, 3, 4 spare disc rotors as well with us. You never know. Spare grips, a spare mech. I'm not going to throw that one. And most importantly, tea bags, because you can't get Yorkshire tea abroad. So there may be a few simple things that we've forgotten to mention. A gear cable, a spare chain links even go into brake fluid, brake pads. Yes, there are plenty of things that you can actually bring as spares, but they're a given really. One thing I do seem to think is a very, very sensible option is to bring spare pedals with you. Now, there's 2 of us going, so 2 sets of pedals. It's a simple thing. The last thing that you want is a bent pedal to ruin your holiday. Just don't be silly. Take some spares. We can't take the dogs though, which is a bit of a shame. With the tyre choice done, disc rotor changed, we're getting closer to being ready to go. Now, you can see I'm holding a shock in my hand, because this brings me on to the next point that I'm going to make. Now, not all of us are lucky enough to have a spare shock lying around that we can take with us, but if you have one, why not? If you can fit it in your bag, chuck it in there. Make sure the weight's obviously right before going to the airport and finding out you can't actually take everything with you. You've got to sort of throw out a 200 quid shock into the airport somewhere. I don't think you'd be overly impressed. But all in all, the main thing about this is be covered and prepared for every single thing that can go wrong with anything. You never know.